Well, of course, I'm upbeat. I met with his staff just a few minutes ago, large staff. I said, look, all the people in this room, if we join together in a meditation, prayer, whatever it does that helps you communicate with the outside world, we should do that for Senator Kennedy. Think of the strength of the people in this room. I'm not looking at him not being in the Senate. I'm looking at him completing this Congress and working to the next Congress. I'm not talking about him not being chairman of the committee. I'm talking about him continuing as chairman and working. I talked to him yesterday. All he wanted to do is talk about legislation that he had his mark on. What could I do to help him? And that fact that he's busy and concerned about his work is going to make him well. He's going to have that opportunity because we are not going to back down. What we did here in the House, what we did here in the Senate goes to the House. I've spoken to the Speaker, I've spoken to the Chairman of the committee, Dave Obey, and we're going to have the GI Bill of Rights a part of any package that we do. How could he possibly have the nerve, the gall, to veto a bill that rewards these people who are fighting in Iraq and Afghanistan when they come home? Don't they deserve an education just like the men and women of World War II? Of course they do. I think these people coming home from Iraq and Afghanistan should be able to become school teachers, doctors, lawyers, scientists. Whatever they want, they should have the educational opportunities to do that. We owe that to them. How could the president veto this? Though I would also say this, he says it's too expensive. We're spending $5,000 a second in Iraq. $5,000 a second. Is that too much? I think so. Is it too much to spend a few of those dollars? We're spending in Iraq right now more than $12 billion a month. This whole war has been funded on borrowed money. The GI Bill of Rights costs $10 billion a year. Less than 1 month of the fighting of the war in Iraq for 1 year to educate these men and women. I think the president's trying to be relevant. You know, he hasn't vetoed much to speak of. You know, when the Republicans were in power, they had carte blanche to do anything they wanted. Now he's learned that there's another branch of government, the legislative branch of government. And the Farm Bill is just only 13% of it goes to farm programs. The rest goes to nutrition programs, programs to help the poor, to fill the food banks, conservation programs, school lunch programs, fresh fruits and vegetables for the first time will go to these kids in these poor communities that they don't get fresh fruits and vegetables, rarely if at all. So I guess he's trying to be relevant, but we overrode the veto, and that is now the law today.